Assalamu alaikum, greetings from me, my viewers. Hope you all have a nice day. Without further ado, let's talk about the pillars of democracy. Do you know that there may be a fifth pillar? Yes, some speculate that there is indeed a fifth pillar. First up, let's discuss the term democracy. So basically, democracy is power from the people and for the people. The people determine who represents them, which means it's up to the people who will lead them. In a democracy state, everyone is granted equal chances, not restricted like in the feudal system or in the caste system, which means democracy does not see different backgrounds like race, beliefs, and culture. Everybody has the right to hold an office, to represent a particular group, and so on. Democracy also gave us the right to speak and convey our opinions. The status quo could and should not restrict the right to speak because it maintains a sense of check and balance so that the status quo wouldn't misuse the people's trust. A democracy state consists of 4 pillars. Before the 4 pillars, Montesquieu introduced trias politica with the separation of powers between executive, legislature, and judiciary. Executive has the right to execute or use power. For example, a president has the power to command the country's national army, negotiate with other countries, and so on. The executive is monitored by the legislature, who has the power to make and construct laws for the president to execute. Therefore, the president's actions for the country is determined by the legislature. The judiciary, on the other hand, has the power to interpret laws and apply laws to specific cases. All is equal in front of the law. Now we have the 4th pillar of democracy, which is the media. The media can use its agenda-setting features to control the other 3 pillars. The media is seen as the watchdog and acts as a distributor of messages to the people. Moving on, we now enter the era of new media. Right now, the internet has become an important tool for the development of communication technology. The new media is different from the electronic media because of a number of characteristics. The first one is social interaction. New media like social media has made social interaction feel more closer, almost as if it were face-to-face interaction. Social media succeeded to break through the boundaries and travel through space. With that, it can easily integrate people because geographical boundaries don't matter if internet connection is always available. According to McLuhan, the internet has allowed this to happen, to make a global village. The world we're in seems to interact with each other as if they were all living in a village. Our intense interaction with media can then result to our perception of the media. We sometimes treat media and humans alike. That is called media equation theory. That is called media equation theory that can make us see media as socially living things. Social media has become the 5th pillar, and here's why. In social media, the user can publish his or her opinion and be read by other people. They differ from media that has its own agency to produce news while the people just listen. Now, the people can use social media to make others listen. Because of that, the people with most followers or subscribers and the lot could be an opinion leader. They can state their opinion and be followed, even opposing the statement by the mainstream media. Social media is also readily available thanks to the internet. Everyone can sign in for free and connect with other users. It's not restricted to a certain group. If we relate this to the concept of democracy, it fits really well, does it not? So, I already put out the reason social media became the 5th pillar of democracy. Now we as part of the youth community has to play our role. We have to educate ourselves with media literacy. Media literacy is the understanding of media, how they construct news, know their characteristics and see through their makeup of the news. We also have to apply this to new media by understanding and studying them. Also, we ought to avoid hate speech and cyberbullying. Hate speech is using words to attack an individual or group based from their race, physical appearances, their culture and beliefs. Cyberbullying, on the other hand, is using one's superior strength to intimidate someone to do something against their will through online means like social media and online forums. Thank you all for watching. Maybe that's all I can state for the fifth pillar of democracy, which I conclude to be social media.